Alright, this is a lesson on how to combine rational expressions. A rational expression is a fraction form using variables and coefficients. So for example, I have 2x over y minus 3y x squared. I want to go ahead and combine these two rational expressions. The way we do that with fractions, you have to have a common denominator. So what you need to do is you need to take a look at the two denominators and you want to go ahead and compare them in order to see what do you need to make them in order to have the same denominator. So look at the first one, it has a denominator of y. The second one has a denominator of x squared. So we need to have a common denominator where they have both a y and an x squared. So for the first one, we need to make that y become a denominator with a yx squared. So the way we make it with a yx squared is we are going to multiply both the top and bottom by x squared over x squared. For the second one, we need it to become yx squared again, so we're going to multiply the top and bottom by y over y. Alright, so just go ahead and multiply straight across. 2x times x squared is 2x cubed over x squared y, minus 3y times y is 3y squared over x squared y. Now the two expressions have the same denominator, so now you can go ahead and combine them together to be over a single denominator. So it end up being 2x to the third power minus 3y squared over x squared y. You want to go ahead and take a look at all three terms, the 2x cubed, the 3y squared, and the x squared y on the bottom to see if they have anything in common so they can reduce. In this case, they do not, so this is actually your final answer. All right, for the next example, we have 2x over x squared plus 6y over 3xy. Once again, I want to go ahead and compare the two denominators, and I need to figure out what does the common denominator need to have in order to combine these two terms. So look at the first one, it has two x's. The second one has a 3x and a y. So that means that my common denominator has to have a coefficient of 3, at least two x's and one y. So my common denominator should be 3x squared y. So I need to make both of them 3x squared y. So for the first one, I'm going to multiply both the top and bottom by 3y. And the second one, I'm going to go ahead and multiply both the top and bottom by x. Go ahead and multiply straight across. First one, I have 3y times 2x, which is going to give me 6xy. For the second one, 6y times x is going to give me 6xy. All right, go ahead and combine the two terms together. This time notice that I have 6xy and 6xy. They both have the same variable, so I can go ahead and combine them together. So that's going to give me 12xy over 3x squared y. Go ahead and compare the top and bottom, see if anything can be reduced. 12 over 3 will reduce to a 4. The x's, one of the x's will cancel out, and so will the y's. So I end up getting 4 over x.